So I put this on extreme difficulty, and I want to see what the difference is. I wonder if I just have less HP.
Hey, it's ad time.
Yeah, I know it's ad time. I didn't do my usual starting soon shit. I just can't take myself that seriously tonight. I'm not even like on screen right now. I was just testing to see if extreme mode had anything to do with like how difficult it is. Like it's pretty clear that there are enemies that have more HP than they normally would, I'm guessing. I'm also not doing the silly funny things. I forgot what game I was playing.
We Star Fox.
We Star Foxing tonight for sure. So this is Rogue Flight. If you hadn't seen it last time I played, how's it going, Sights? Actually, I forgot to even have to turn my PIP on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I'm on screen. So I played this a bit last time, and we're on. I think I'll be able to beat it tonight. I beat 2 of the paths in the last stream, and this time I'm on extreme mode, so I bumped the difficulty up. Here in settings, there was, I guess it's not available in the settings, but I guess that makes sense. When I'm in a stage, I would be able to change it. But yeah, thank you for the 21 months. That's actually insane. I figured if I'm gonna, like, you know, I offer my critique on every game I play, right? In some way, shape, or form. I might as well try this game at its most difficult. I wonder how different the boss will be, if at all. I mean, that attack just seems unfair. It's also kind of weird to aim, but... like, why wouldn't I constantly be doing this thing that makes me invincible and kills all the enemies on the screen? I'm playing with a controller right now. So this game actually, when you first started up... oh, I didn't know there's no game audio. My bad. Why is there no game audio? Hold up. Maybe we try toggling it. So yeah, I'm on controller. So this game, when you actually start it up, it gets very angry at you if you don't have a controller on. There's still no game audio. Maybe I'll just add another source for it. Gosh, that's annoying. This should work. Let me see. Why is there no game audio? I tell you what. We will do scuff. We'll, hold on. I delete that. What happens? Okay, we delete this. And Goodness me. Let's just add the game capture back. There's still no game audio. That is actually so bizarre. I want to try restarting the game. I'm not too pressed about my progress in that stage. I was actually about to start shit talking the difficulty, but not really like shit talking, but you know how it go. Let's see if restarting the game fixes the audio. Maybe. Oh, it's getting mad at me because I couldn't sense my controller. Hold on. Ah, that looks like audio to me. Alright, so sites, I feel like this game would be kind of your aesthetic for sure. It's got this sort of like, it's got this 90s thing going on, like Macross, maybe like late 80s mecha jet thing. What's up, Nomad? How's it going, Spirit Wolf? I'm sure that's a lot of people's aesthetic. So you can see here, I'm on extreme mode. We're gonna see how extreme mode goes. I did have a little bit of difficulty on standard last time, but honestly, what I was seeing so far in my little test there wasn't too daunting. So we're gonna try it because, like I was kind of getting at earlier, is that if I'm gonna like critique a game, I wanna make sure that I experience the whole game first. Yeah, you mentioned it to me, this game, at one point. So last week I tried Whisker Squadron Survivor or something, whatever it is, and I wasn't too impressed with that. I honestly didn't keep that game. I refunded it and got this instead. And I'm enjoying this much more. This is a story-based game. So we'll actually start a fresh run and we can watch through the story. I'm going to do it on extreme mode. We'll see how extreme mode goes. If I have trouble with it, then I'll admit that I'm a game journalist and bump it down some. But anyway, we'll do a new run. We're not going to do the tutorial. I don't need the tutorial. We'll erase our save point. That's fine.
It's been 3 years since the world burned.
3 years since the world burned.
It was Argus, the Watchman system giving control of the Solar Defense Force. Dr. Mason said it was inevitable, that it was the nature of all complex systems to grow beyond their original intended purpose. But then, hindsight is easier than foresight, and caution is always the first victim of progress.
Yeah, rogue AI, out of control,
How long it took for it to decide to turn on
takes over the entire fleet, turns on the masters.
If you could call it that, was over in less than 72 hours.
And yeah, humanity falls in 3 days.
72 hours for the Earth Defense Force to be vaporized by an automated fleet of their own ships. And for centuries of humanity's achievements to be wiped off the face of the planet.
Whoa.
Those of us spared from the destruction would subsist on a meager existence beneath the ruins of civilization.
Gosh, I sure hope somebody leaves around an experimental aircraft
We hid, foraged, survived.
so that we can
Till
save ourselves from this plight.
New Alberta, we found it. A massive weapons research and deployment facility called the Bow.
You don't say.
Nearly a mile long, protected by the mountains above it from the orbital strike. We only knew about it because
It's Terminal Dogma, it's Nerve, HQ, Tokyo 3 or whatever, Neo Tokyo.
Since the first days of our exile. Hidden deep within the heart of the facility, we found the Arrow. A light space fighter with a singularity-driven core.
A light space fighter with a singularity-driven core.
Spacecraft ever conceived. I was a pilot before the world was turned to ash, ferrying payloads to the orbital platforms that represented our first steps to the stars.
So you're a freighter pilot.
It was like nothing I've ever flown before. Only a few weeks from completion, the world burned before it could make its first flight. And it's why I'm here now.
I do like the voice acting in this game. That is one thing I will very easily give it credit for. It's pretty good voice acting.
It falls to me to shoulder the burden.
So there's a very Evangelion framing on this scene.
Take the arrow and
Shinji in
bring
front of
it back
the
to Argus.
Unit 1, you know?
3 years ago, it won the battle it started with us in 72 hours. But the war it started...
Oh, we anime now.
Ready for taxi. Red alarm, check. Magnetic accelerator channel is primed.
Ava launch. Gotta Ava launch.
All systems are green. Arrow 1, ready for launch.
I mean, it's not just Ava. Every single fucking super mecha has a catapult launch system. The music in this game, also quite good.
Multiple signatures detected. Here they come.
Alright, extreme difficulty is go. Let's see how we do.
Energy ready.
Easy.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
So there's really not much to this main part of this. As you can see, there's a progress bar up at the top. I fill that by killing enemies, and the enemies just kind of appear in on the screen. If I kill enemies consecutively, I get a little combo meter down at the bottom there, which gives me bonus points depending on how much combo I get. You can barrel roll. There's this boost tail move you can do. You get a gun, and there are missiles that I just barely use because I often forget that they're there. Most stuff just doesn't warrant the extra damage, but the missiles are useful on the boss. I usually will use them, you know, I remember to use them there, but... Oh, what's up, Propane? How's it going? How you doing? Welcome in. We're playing some Rowflate right now. What were you up to? How are you doing? You,
Please share it.
Hey, what's up, Kai Wolf?
Energy ready. Passive.
I'm getting passable. Passable is like the most passive-aggressive. Adequate. Passable. Decent. No, decent is a step above, I think. Some of these things barely appear on screen before they're just fucking gone, and it's like, what are they even shooting at? I thought they're here to kill me, you know? Like,
Looks like you stirred the hornet's nest.
yes, I have. Shield 25. I guess I need that.
Shield. Energy ready. Energy ready.
There are other maneuvers you can do. I can, like, barrel roll, I can...
Energy ready.
Yeah, this game looks sick, it sounds sick,
Energy ready.
it plays really slick. There just isn't much to what I'm doing right now. Like, I can just chat and yapping during this. I don't feel really pressed at all. I'm not, like, trying to, like, show off or anything. I'm just... There isn't much going on, I don't think. It just looks like there is. I don't know why you get to do this so often. It's kind of crazy.
Energy ready.
Like, I'm invincible during that whole animation. I can just
Energy ready.
It's pretty sick though. Look at how fucking sick that is.
Energy ready.
It looks amazing.
Energy.
You got home from Vegas today? Was it your... Have you been there before? Was it your first time? What'd you do?
Energy ready. Energy ready.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
I don't think... Like, I feel like Vegas is definitely worth a first time.
The engines, but avoid the jet push.
I don't know if I would ever fucking go back, but I'm glad I went. I'll never forget it. Alright, let's see how this boss goes. These turrets are the problem, being real. Okay. Alright. Now we're kind of cozy. Yeah, it spawns these guys. They're not really a big deal. I just need to not be caught sleeping. Like right now, they're gonna spawn. I think it's when that door opens. You need to really be aware of it. Might be when I kill one. It's definitely worth one visit to Vegas. Like, I don't really think that you're missing anything by not... How did I get hurt? Oh, I didn't shoot ahead of myself. Okay, that's fine. You're not missing anything by not going, but
Stratus inbound. Go for
you'll
the
have an
engines, but avoid
experience
the jet
you probably
push.
won't ever forget if you do go. Like, for one, like, that can be good or bad. You can interpret that however you like. Took out those turrets real quick this time. Maybe I just take this out while I'm over here. While I'm in the neighborhood, yeah, we just take care of that side entirely. Does it spawn anything? No? While this turret's up? No? Okay. It's a good boss. This is a good boss. I don't got any problem with this boss. This is a decent difficulty. Had to kind of figure it out. Oh, shit, that hurts. Come on, spawn the other one. Now that said, the only thing to do in Vegas... Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Let me have fun. Please. Is basically get drunk, gamble, lose money, eat overpriced, mediocre food. Except at the buffet. At the buffet, that shit is not overpriced or mediocre. That shit looked amazing from what I could see. Damn, do I want to just go like full maneuverability and stop scumming with the drift boost? Water price, yeah, overpriced water and pop, overpriced everything, man. This is a desert. It is a desert. Yeah, we took the Vulcan upgrade. Multi-module tactical upgrade. Multi-module tactical upgrade. That's what I want. Multi-module tactical upgrade. I want more of those. Oh, what's up, Chubbs? How's it going? Hang on, give me just a second here. My chat is way off to the side of my screen for some reason. Shouldn't be hiding you guys over there. What is that doing? What is that? So, okay, I should explain what I'm doing instead of just getting lost in this menu. So you get these unlockable modules that increase your, you know, stats. Flight characteristics, damage, whatever. You unlock them. That's the meta progression in this game. $5 for a bottle of water from a vending machine. You walk by a guy selling water for the same price. You know what's wild is like, you can buy like a whole case of bottled water for like $3 in a lot of grocery stores.
Yet. You've got to clear the Badlands before you can engage the sublight drive.
The Badlands. The orbital graveyard 2,000 kilometers.
Speaking of, cold water sounds really good right now.
A sea of orbiting debris traveling around the planet at over 15,000 kilometers per hour.
The core's magnetic field should protect you from the smaller debris. But
Debris.
you'll need to watch out for anything larger.
So, last time this, oh, I know, there's nothing near the strip. It's a fucking desert. You're isolated from civilized people on purpose. It's an island of sin.
You're gonna make your way through the Badlands. Be on the lookout for large debris that might be in your path.
Well, we were in Vegas, my wife and I. We weren't married at the time, actually, but we were there together. We took like 3 cabs, like during our whole, you know, 5 or 6 days there. I don't remember how long we were there. 5 days, I think. We took like 3 or 4 cabs, and not a single cab ride was normal. Not a single cabbie was like a normal, just like quiet person. They all had some sort of fucking reality TV show shit going on, like every single one of them. One was actively in the middle of being scammed, like a phone scam, where like they call and tell you that a relative is in prison and they need bail money or whatever. One claimed to own the cab company. Monorail seemed like a really good way to be around the whole place without going outside. To be a cab driver, you got to be insane. To be a cab driver in Vegas, you have to be like ready to see anything. You have to be like on God. Like, how many normal customers do you get in a day? Yeah, they tried to get my grandpa with that shit too. Yeah, they were pretending to be me. I mean, he had the good sense to at least call me and check to see if it was actually me, like at my cell phone. Yeah, now they could just use AI voice, but see, I don't think that would matter in the grand scheme of things. He doesn't remember what I sound like anyway. And who really does over the phone? Like, if they're gonna get somebody with the AI voice, they were gonna get them with any voice, probably. Like, phone sound quality just sucks. Did he think about, like, the extra effort they'd have to use to actually get, like, a sample of your voice and then match it up with your records and make sure they're calling somebody who would know what you sound like? Like, they're just gonna shotgun it out there and try and get whoever they can for the least amount of effort possible, you know? Something people often overlook, yeah.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
I think my energy's ready.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
I like how I was like, I'm gonna stop crutching on the drift. And then I was like, maybe I'll just entirely use the drift and nothing else.
Stay alert. You're nearly through.
Energy ready.
And my energy's ready.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
Yeah, no, exactly. They're looking for easy marks. They're not looking for effort. They're not looking for sophistication. Sophistication eats into your profit margins, right? Like, you have to involve more and more people into your whole situation to make something more sophisticated. They're looking for, like, they have a beige office with a bunch of shitty phones and crappy laptops, and they want to get as much money out of that as possible. Like, they're not looking to be running, like, AI models or anything, you know? Although, it would be funny if they did, right?
Energy ready.
I guess that does leave that market open, right? Like, there is a middle ground of sophistication where maybe somebody will bother. I mean, nothing is real anymore, right? I feel like you just kind of have to regard everything that way.
Energy ready.
I was thinking about it the other day, like, one of my favorite pastimes used to just be scrolling Twitter for art.
Energy ready.
You know, just looking at what people draw, finding artists, and just, you know,
Energy.
scrolling through. And, I don't really do that much anymore because it's so hard to pick through the slop. And I don't necessarily even have a problem with AI in particular. I have a problem when I can tell it's AI instantly at a glance and they're not tagging it as such. And it's just like the most generic ass fucking Bing AI fucking
It's a reclaimer.
doll-faced,
Defenses to
generic
expose its
pose, hidden hands. You know, like, I'm not an idiot. It just gets tiring because there's so much of it on Twitter. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're putting, there are a lot of people on Twitter who will post AI art that they clean up with Photoshop, and they'll say that that's what they're doing very clearly, like it's tagged with hashtag AI art, and that I don't necessarily have a huge problem with. I don't really care that much. I mean, I don't want them to make money off of that. It's fucking weird, but I just don't care. At least fool me is, I guess, what I'm saying, right? Or don't. At least be honest. Either way. This boss is a bit rough. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't run into the laser. That's fine. Oh, 100% slop passes for, like, actual information to, like, my dad. Absolutely. Just, and I see a lot of that on like, Nextdoor, too. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Instagram. Where just, like, people one generation older than me are just completely bought into it. They're just like, oh, this is great. This is perfectly good. and I have no questions about this. It is the genuine article or as good as, and they're just perfectly happy with it. Like, give them the slot machine now. They're ready for it. It's honestly kind of amazing. Like, their generation is absolutely the one that's been seeing for like the last, I don't know, like the computer like for like the last 30 years, the boomer types have been seeing all the cool shit we've been doing with computers, and they've been mad that they can't do it too. And it's like they're comeuppance now. They're like, oh, I should just wipe and go next on this. I'm at 1 HP. It's fine. I already said that I was on like extreme mode and I should be paying attention, but I kind of wasn't. Yeah, Nani's journey isn't over. I know, I get it. I'm gonna bump the difficulty down 1 level. We're gonna just keep doing that until I clear tonight. See how much of a journalist I am. Although, I've experienced enough 2 stages of expert mode to kind of get a grip on what's different, which is the enemies seem to shoot a bit more often and you take more damage. Yeah, nobody should be on Facebook or really any social media. Blue Sky is like, okay. I don't hate it as much as I hate a lot of things about Twitter and Facebook. Facebook is for like really just older people now, honestly. Yeah. No, that is exactly what I'm thinking of. Like that Pink Floyd video. Like, they probably think that's rad as hell. They're like, oh my god, this is fucking wicked. It'll make the guitar turn into fucking rainbow fucking slop. That's like all what we always wanted to do.
You're gonna make your way through the Badlands. Be on the lookout for large debris that might be in your
It's
path.
like the generation of people who used to melt candles on bottles of wine. Make pretty colors.
Energy ready. Missile energy ready. Energy ready.
But you know what I mean? Like, the generation that came sort of after or alongside computers but didn't buy into computers, this is their time, right? They love the slot machine because it just gives them access to something they never would have had otherwise, right? Because they weren't ever going to learn those skills, you know? One reason or another, they just decided it was beyond them, so now they get the slot machine, and you know, I like that. I love that for them. I'm glad they get their garbage. What I really get irritated by is just when it gets hidden, or when somebody uses it that really should just be paying somebody to make something.
You've been detected. More units incoming.
It's alright until you realize they can vote. I mean, I've long gotten over that, Chubbs. Like, if you look at literacy, and it's a little up in the air because we don't really have much data on it, but like, if you look at literacy in like the US, like the amount of people who can read something and like turn it, like use other information within context to understand what they just read, it's not very high. It's not as high as you'd think. The number of people who can follow like written instructions is much lower than I think most people think. So like, who can and can't vote? I mean, we're all just fucking dumb as hell, relatively speaking, so I can't concern myself with it too much. Oh, I know I'm dumb as hell. There's just a surprising number of people who don't.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Missiles. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
I'm once again asking you to drift combo.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Missiles. Energy ready. Energy ready.
This is sick. I'm just... Can you picture in your head, like, what is actually going on in this game right now? Like, I'm bolt flying forward, like blazing forward through this debris field in space, but also drifting in circles. Just drifting in non-stop fucking burnout circles, blowing shit up in front of me. It doesn't even... Like, could you picture what this looks like from the outside? Like from the strategic view, from the bird's eye view? Could you imagine?
Energy ready. Energy ready.
They're like, okay, Miss Freighter Pilot, here's the experimental, super light,
Energy ready.
whatever the fuck it was, spaceship. And she's like, alright, cool, and then just slams out drifts while listening to fucking, like, I don't even know what kind of music you would, what would you call this? This is like ambient fucking
Energy ready.
space metalcore.
You're nearly through.
Energy ready.
Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Mr. 35-year-old Grandpa. I'm pretty sure he's like 35. He gives me that vibe. He gives me that gray hair, 35-year-old anime man vibe.
Energy ready.
Yeah, I'll take shield plus 25. I like the noise it makes when I'm at like 200 kills in a row.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Ultra.
Ultra.
Energy ready.
I like the announcer lady too. She's great. She's a gem.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Is your energy ready, chat?
Energy ready.
It's a reclaimer. Take
I like
out
the
its
boss music.
defenses to expose its core.
Super.
Super. This time our energy's ready, okay? I'm saving my missiles for the final phase. I don't know if that's wise, but I don't need it for this part. I should just be careful and not get caught yapping. Especially when I have the Seraph. Seraph is just gonna be like easy bonus damage. There's no reason to take damage from this boss. This is easy boss. You just have to barrel roll across and not drive into the laser. Not drive into the laser. Not drive into the laser. This is a very Star Fox coded boss for sure. I do feel like if it were in Star Fox it would do a bit more, but it seems like I have trouble not flying into the lasers, so I shouldn't be talking. Okay, this time I won't. I feel like I still did, even though I didn't there. Come on now. Oh, I did not fly into the fucking laser there. Fuck you. Do not fuck with me, game. This is like in the carnival when you're shooting the water gun at the target.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG
Yeah,
is?
do I look like I know
just
what a
want a picture
JPEG
of
is?
a goddamn hot dog.
I just want a picture of a gosh dang hot dog. Don't fuck with me, game. Let's see what fucking mods we got. Should I go like big boy mode and not spam the drift boost, and maybe I'll get this max maneuverability and speed? Max shield. You think jet lag is starting to set in? Jet lag from... You know what? No, don't box yourself. Vegas is like... I guess it could be a long flight, depending on where you're coming from. Maybe I will get this. Oh man, I only need like 6 more speed and some more miss. I guess I need to use missiles more. And maybe I should boost more? Am I getting these upgrades based on my usage? Oh, I see.
I'm approaching the
A 2-hour flight isn't the worst.
Cleared for sublight. Roger.
This is the furthest you've flown, isn't it?
Yeah. Not a lot of demand for payload pilots out here.
Argus has strategic installations among the outer planets of the Solar System.
Any flight sucks though. Like even a 2-hour flight is like a 6-hour ordeal. If you really think about it, like driving to airport, going through security, checking a bag if you need to, waiting for your flight,
Sounds like a half measure no matter how you slice it.
boarding,
We knew this was going
then the
to be a
2-hour and 30-minute flight,
not a suicide mission.
then deplaning, getting your bag, getting a car or driving home.
Or we can set our sights inward, hit the facility on Umbriel, and then take on the fleet in Saturn orbit.
First playthroughs are always weighed down by not using upgrades I spent too many points on.
Differing opinions here with regard to which course to take.
Commander.
She is of the opinion that taking the fight to Argus early on will give us the best chance to take it down.
Oh, this is the divergence point in the story. So, I'm just gonna summarize it so we don't have to watch it again. But basically, there are 4 targets to hit. You'll have bag on flight, carry on, yeah. But there are 4 targets to hit. I only have enough fuel to hit 2 targets. And then get back home. So, the first 2 routes we did on the last stream were the one where we played it safe and hit the manufacturing. It gives you a bad ending. I did the other one where you attack the fleet directly. It gives you a bad ending. So this time we're going to do the suicide route, quote unquote, where we hit everything and don't plan on coming home afterwards.
Powering up the sublight drive. This is our only shot. Setting course for Saturn. We hit everything and don't stop until the job is done.
Bad ending maxing, yep.
Argus took over the Saturn relay Dauticus right before the war began.
I love some of the camera angles in this game. They do get real clever with it, don't they? Okay, so we're gonna go
Coordinate its drones.
knock out their
For a short
communications ability.
I'm showing the Arrow's sublight system is primed. Once you engage, you're going to experience some disorientation.
Disorientation.
Delayed while we reorient. Understood.
Whatever you say, Ritsuko.
3, 2,
It's literally Ritsuko Akagi. You can't... Or not Ritsuko. Is it Ritsuko Akagi? I don't think it's Akagi. It's, Ritsuko,
Nadia,
what's her name?
you read?
couldn't mention the nausea. Jumps cause disorientation, not nausea. You're oriented on a planar approach to the A-ring.
Yep, whatever you say, lady. Just let me blow it up.
About to get crowded up there. Keep a cool head.
Keep a cool head.
Watch for the floating
Stay
ice.
frosty.
Was that a joke?
Animes,
The
cartoons.
Saturn relay is somewhere in the
I love
main
the
ring.
music in this game.
Watch out for stray rocks.
Oh, I get to keep the Seraph from last stage. We're gonna try and boost more.
SG's ready. Energy ready.
Oh, fuck. Ow.
Energy ready. Awesome.
I'm gonna try and not abuse the drift this time, but if I need to, I will. Oh, those guys kind of suck.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, the shield recharges, I see. I guess I've gotten this far in the game. I'm 3 runs in and I just realized my shield recharges. I thought it only recharged from pickups. It's honestly a whole different ball game then.
Energy ready. Competent. Energy ready. Energy ready.
I love the soundtrack in this game. I always find myself just kind of listening to it.
Awesome.
Got the perfect vibe.
Lightning.
Lightning. You don't say.
Energy ready.
You do say. We like lightning.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
Oh, fuck.
Awesome.
Thank you for the 5 streak.
Energy ready. Awesome. Energy ready.
Evasive maneuvers.
Evasive maneuvers, he says.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
Evade these maneuvers.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
Kaboom. Give me the missiles. Yeah, the lens flare is definitely something.
Master missiles.
I noticed it too, trust me.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
There's a good sense of motion in this game, just in general. I really like it. I wish that drift thing weren't really like my best attack option at most times. It really kind of interrupts the flow of things. It'd be real. Must be boss time.
Take it out.
Give me the misses. Thank you.
Energy ready.
This is a very, very Star Fox boss. With the, like, the personality it has. Missile detected, okay. Can I shoot the missile down? You've never played Star Fox? So it's my wife's favorite game. Probably. I don't know. Maybe Zelda's your favorite game. I don't but I don't have much of a relationship with Star Fox, I'll be real. I have played it. But on the N64, I was really the Rogue Squadron kind of guy. I do love shmups, like shoot 'em up games. Just in general, like they're really my thing. Like Toho, yes, of course, but many other things similar to. Definitely a genre I have a preference for. Like Gunstar Heroes was one of my first, like, this is a hard game that I'm gonna beat sort of deals, you know? Like that's a Sega Genesis game, if you've never heard of it. Love Ikaruga, you know? What am I supposed to be shooting here? I guess just this front part. That boss has no sweat. But I guess what I'm saying in a more roundabout way is that I don't fault you for not having played Star Fox. The only real way to play it is to emulate it. Like, if I'm being honest. I guess you could have like a Switch. If you have a Switch, you could play it on there. I think we unlocked the next loadout. We did. It doesn't say it improves anything. Does it just look different? It just looks different. What do we need to get for this? We need more missile usage. I need more missiles. We'll use more missiles then. Yeah, just use more missiles. And more boost.
I'm clear of the Alpha Ring.
Cleared the Alpha Ring. Nothing in pursuit. I need more bullets. I need more bullets.
So we need to consider our strategy for a moment. What do you mean?
With comms down, it's likely anticipating further attacks. So it's going to be shoring its defenses.
Meaning we use this as an opportunity to take the fight to Io.
Io.
Volcanic moon of Jupiter, a molten hell world where the Vulcan forge processes the naturally occurring polysilicate isomers to create the sturdy alloys that comprise the hulls of everything, from the smallest drone.
You never had a 64? I mean, I had one late as a kid. For whatever reason, I mean, neither one of my parents are really technically savvy. And I had a Sega Genesis that was like donated to me for years. And one year I asked enough for an N64. I think it was 1998 or 90, whatever. So I got it kind of late. But I definitely played the hell out of mine. Played a lot of Rogue Squadron. My first Zelda game was Majora's Mask. I rented it.
This is Bow Facility Actual. Do you read?
Oh, Facility Actual.
Nausea, lightheadedness, like being pulled in two directions at once.
Two directions at once, huh?
Good hunting. It's 100 clicks to the processor and visibility is 0. Watch out for hazards.
We're using missiles today. Competent. Renting games? I mean, it was the way I got games as a kid. $60 or $50 was only something I could spare for, like, Christmas. Like, I mean, I could spare. My parents could spare. So, you know, $6 rental each week. Or whatever it was. Was the best we could swing, I think. It was a godsend as a kid. I got to play so many different games. That was how I found Armored Core, was renting games.
Thieves are getting noticed. You've got
Played some terrible shit too. I mean, you never knew what you were getting. There's not like there's a fucking, like, trailer. There's not like Steam reviews there, you know? Like, you're just picking something up and looking at this shitty reprinted box art at a fucking Blockbuster and reading the back if they have it. Oh, hold on a second here, guys. Hella demo discs, yep. Demo discs were a thing for sure. Hang on, my phone is dying. My poor iPhone. Okay. I remember trying to, like, they'd have like a shitty reprinted version of the box, and you could barely read, like, the back sometimes. Hold on. Why did my monitor just, like, reset? Hello? Didn't have Blockbuster. I mean, we had Blockbuster, there was Hollywood Video, there was like a mom and pop place. But like from PlayStation 1 and N64 era on forward, like definitely through PS2 and a little bit into like the 360 era, definitely hit up Blockbuster a lot. Maybe not 360. I think by 360 it was just like I only really started like buying Call of Duty. Rent no games, yeah. Ooh, that's a little spicy. That's a little spicy. Yeah, they were definitely starting to phase out around then, but I think that was like the rise of GameStop also did a lot of that. Because I was just buying used games, is honestly what I was doing. 360, I was thinking of what 360 games I owned and where I got them and why I bought them, and it was all like, I read an internet review that said that this JRPG or another would be good, like, my wife recommended me Eternal Sonata. I played that, that was good. Tales of Vesperia was amazing. It was something I bought on, like, a review recommendation. But I played a lot of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Definitely didn't rent that. But when I think back to like the PS2 games I played, all of those were rented. Pawn shop games are a risk. For a while I worked at one that sold video games, but I actually was responsible for using their like $25,000 disc resurfacer. So I made sure that everything played. I was actually really stringent about it. I kind of pissed the owner off a lot. I would throw things out if they didn't work anymore after resurfacing. But actually, like, I have a big physical media collection. We have a big physical media collection. Games, movies, anime, all sorts of stuff. And all of it, every single last thing, no matter how old it was, or some of it's from my childhood or my wife's childhood. I cleaned all of that up on, like, company time while I worked there. I made sure every single disc I own is, like, flawless. That fucking resurfacer could run like 50 discs at a time. They did a damn good job too. The store also used to buy, you know, like video game stuff, right? Controllers and consoles. And occasionally they'd buy something like, say, a Game Boy Color, and then find out it didn't work. And store policy used to just be, oh, throw that away. Throw it in the bin. I was like, no, what are you doing? Stop. Stop, no. This is a perfectly good 95% of the Game Boy Color. So I had these huge catalogs, big bins of catalog parts stripped from defunct consoles and broken cartridges, like Pokemon cartridges that had damage to the chipset inside, but the cartridge outside was still good. And then sometimes we'd get some in that were the opposite. It was a fun job. I had a lot of fun doing that job. And when I look back now, I'm like, man, that stuff is really, really expensive now. One time we had a PS Vita come in, just completely not working, wouldn't load any games, cartridges, nothing, just completely dead. They were ready to throw it out because I was like, you know, that's above my pay grade or whatever. I don't know what's wrong with it. So they threw it out. I took it out of the garbage. I stopped faking and playing pretend. Opened it up, and all it was a ribbon cable had disconnected from the main board. And I reconnected it. It powered right on. I still have the Vita. Need to use more missiles. I need more missiles. Continue to next stage. Exergy.
Arrow, do you read?
Roger. Leaving the IO perimeter now.
Good work.
You know, this game's a vibe.
Where to next?
But, you know, usually from this type of game, and kind of why I was bringing up shmups before, like,
One of the satellite's extinct volcanic tubes.
for this type of game,
Anemone?
I feel like a lot of the replay value, or at least a lot of the point of the game,
Highly specialized, well-armed,
is usually the difficulty, right? It's usually like how hard the bosses are,
Why are we
or
going after a drone factory? Don't we have bigger fish to fry here?
how hellishly difficult the stages are, and remembering the patterns. And this is more just like kind of chill,
Viewing my
and
trial
I respect it.
charge into Argus's
I definitely
activity
respect it.
since you decided to change the scope of your mission. Really?
Yeah, alternate paths with different difficulties, and
It appears there was more going on here than we realized.
this feels really straightforward.
Currently, Argus operates via conventional nuclear fusion and solar capture.
Maybe that's okay
Uncommon
with the
concern
price.
for organic life support. It's been able to reconstitute and restructure much of the
It's hard for me to keep a
previous
perspective on things like that, you know? Like, what am I really expecting from this game?
Efficient as it has been, it was still adapting our technology out of necessity.
Out of necessity.
Your encounters thus far have made it clear that it started producing its own highly specialized units. For what? You remember what I told you about complex systems? Well, this is probably the most impressive example of emergent growth we ever could have imagined.
She almost sounds impressed.
Spit it out.
Impressed.
Those legions of drones you're destroying, they aren't inherently tactical. They're designed to be networked, hence why you always encounter them in groups. They're deployed in mathematical clusters, triads, quartets.
It's analyzing our
They
movements.
work together as a functional unit, but not for offense or defense. Like an organism. Individual cells form functional groups that we call organs. Organs in turn work together to perform
Hey, it's
more
ad time.
complicated functions that
Thank you,
they cannot
Stormtrooper.
accomplish individually, like expelling waste, cleaning the blood, or processing energy.
Argus is taking the next step.
I believe it's attempting to
A
deploy
Dyson swarm.
Dyson swarm. Wait, a what?
It's trying to harness the power of the star.
A Dyson swarm. An orbital megastructure composed of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of individual energy collectors, networked in a geometric formation around a star. Conceivably, this could supply essentially limitless amounts of energy, harvested from the sun, transmitted wirelessly to the Argus central network.
Essentially, making it unstoppable. It would eliminate its current reliance on the interconnected resources that we've been targeting.
Even
Uh-oh.
before the war, we lacked the manufacturing capacity to create something so massive, it was beyond our industrial capability. At least for another 500 years or so.
I've had enough speculation. Am I good to jump?
The sublight system is primed, yes?
Yeah, I don't really know why a Miss Freighter pilot needs to know all this.
Wait, you've only got enough power for...
Oh, she only just told them that she's taking the suicide path.
Agreed.
Like hell, chumps don't cause nausea. Maybe Dr. Mason isn't used to human feelings.
Yeah. That isn't gonna get any easier, is it?
Well, you've only enough charge remaining for one jump.
For the best, then.
Target trajectory sent.
Received. Reorienting for full burn.
Okay, full burn. It's time.
Nadia, the anemone is 300 clicks below the surface.
Missiles.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Awesome.
God, another just absolute soundtrack vibe for sure. Like,
Energy ready.
oh, I can't believe I missed those missiles.
Energy ready. Energy ready.
I bet this looks good in the bitrate, for sure.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
Energy ready.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying before I stopped with the cutscene, I try to keep games like this in perspective. Actually, I'm trying to keep all games in perspective because I kind of don't like the modern climate where everybody seems to expect every game to last forever or provide some sort of experience that doesn't end so much as it does taper off. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like everybody wants a game to have some sort of endless mode that eventually you get bored of, rather than, I don't know, like a terminus, an ending point, a conclusion. People want battle passes, and fucking, I don't know what else. So, like, I'm trying not to, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying not to automatically fault a game for being short, or at least not being endless, or maybe being simple. At least relative to its cost, right? Like, I feel like if you pay $70 for a game nowadays, you should expect a couple $100 of entertainment, but maybe that's just me. At the very least, for $70, you should be getting an entire game. Does not seem to be the case most of the time. You know, a thought occurred to me the other day, while I was rambling about Jesper Kid and his work on Assassin's Creed. Team current player counts. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Chubbs. That's almost exactly what I'm talking about. It kind of bothers me when people pull up the Steam chart for a game in a discussion about the quality of the game, other than to say that maybe, like, hey, look, historical player counts have dropped off, like, the game is less popular now. Like, I feel like that's an okay observation to make, like, if you're trying to talk about, like, the progress a game has made over the years or something. But instead what people usually do is they open it up and they go, oh my god, game only has X players, it's cooked. Skull emoji. Why would you play a game that only has X players online? It doesn't even matter what the number is, because it's always a relative number to, like, whatever their favorite game is, which, you know, like, ooh, look, I only play popular game, like, I don't know, League of Legends or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's popular. You know what I mean? The number doesn't matter, and it never does. Just play a game because it's good. There was a whole discourse this, like, last year about Team Fortress 2's player counts and how they're grossly inflated by tens of thousands of bots. The ultimate end of that discussion was that rather than having like 115,000 players, TF2 actually has maybe like 10 to 20,000 active actual human being players. And some people took that as like a catastrophe. They took that as like the death knell for the game. They were like, the game is cooked, it's over. I can't believe it's dead. But do you understand like how many people 10,000 is? Do you understand that that game is old enough to drink almost? And there's almost a fucking like football stadium, like a small, like, okay, it's a small football stadium, but like 10 to 20,000, like on weekends it's like 30,000 people.
That's the anemone.
But like, I don't even want to argue down at that point. I don't even want to lower myself to that and start arguing semantics on their level. I just want to be like, regardless of what it is, can you open Team Fortress 2 right now and find a server and play on it? Because that's the only metric I care about. I'm talking about Team Fortress 2 right now. But it applies to all games. It applies to any game. Can you log in and find a thriving server full of people playing this multiplayer game? If so, then who really cares? Who really cares how many people are playing it? Did you care? Or do you just want to play the game? I don't get this whole like meta-narrative around games nowadays where we always have to be sure that we made the best choice with our free time. You know what I mean? Like, so we put down other games, or... I'm guilty of it too. I'm not saying that I'm not. I'll roast you for playing Valorant until the end of time. I feel like that's justified. Yeah, it's your feet. I see you. I should actually nightbot that to the Ender link for that art I commissioned. If I were gonna Valorant, I would just play CSGO, or whatever, CS2 it is now. Hey, look at that. Shield plus, everything plus. Next level takes more speed and more miss. The lag is in your brain now? You Valorant once in a while. I understood it without the word play, but it's just an e-dating game, right? It's not actually a video game, right? It's just an e-dating simulator. Am I wrong? Am I mistaken? Like, if you wanted to play a video game, you would just play Counter-Strike. You're playing Valorant because it has the e-dating aspect.
This is Arrow Actual. We read you. The anemone is neutralized.
It's okay to say why you're there. Like, you don't have to pretend. Just be honest.
Correct. We've pinged the Argus core cruiser in the moon's orbit, so we've plotted a trajectory that will land you on the far side.
We're still gonna mock you for it either way, like being real. But I'm a fucking VTuber, why should you care?
To bring yourself in beneath the surveillance net. Our previous strategy relied on a trans-orbital approach, but that may be too risky.
The moon's atmosphere is composed of storms of liquid methane. Our hope is that it gives you enough cover to sweep through, relatively undetected. But make no mistake, visibility will be poor, and there is an enemy presence you will have to contend with.
As long as it evens the odds, am I good to
Cool
jump?
VTuber. Cool VTuber for sure.
Correct. This will be your last jump, Arrow.
This will be your last jump, Arrow. All sevens.
Confirmed. Engaging.
One-way trip to the Crucible.
Adjusting trajectory for high speed.
I like Nadia. Nadia is a really cool character. He does and says things like, I'm gonna kill those aliens, and
Nadia, visibility is going to be
makes that face that she's making right now below me, where she's like this. This might be my favorite song yet, though. Nadia is also a very cool name, I agree.
Shield. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Nice missiles. Awesome.
Yeah, the soundtrack for this game is definitely going in my rotation. It gives me, I was saying before, maybe I'll play it on stream sometime, but there's this game called Jets and Guns that is exactly those two words. I mean, I guess those three words, Jets and Guns, but you know what I mean. But I bring it up because the soundtrack, it reminds me of this. It's just kind of like... Jets and Guns is more butt rock, kind of, like... But this, the juxtaposition, I guess it's not really even juxtaposition, it's just guitars and airplanes go together really well. The combination reminds me of it. I was thinking the other day, I think I might put a little bit too much importance on the music in video games. Maybe I'm compensating for how little importance other people seem to put on it. But I've deadass played a lot of games that sound better than they play, and I defend them. And if you hear me out on this, I think I have a solid point. But, like, have you ever played a game? Do you have a favorite game, like a game that you would count among your favorite, top 5, top 10, that you would say has bad music? Do you? Like, do you? Or do you listen to the music from all of your favorite games from time to time because you like the songs from it, or at least some of the songs? I think there are exceptions. I think some people might like driving simulators, like that's a type of game for sure, right? Or sports games don't really have good music. But I'm talking about like game. You know what I mean? Isn't the reason why you play it. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Is like if you're playing tactical Delta Force game. I'm talking more about like these single player games, like single player guided experience type games with stories, and you know, Burnout Paradise is an excellent example of a game with good music. EA games from back then just had fucking amazing soundtracks because they had some sort of partnership with, I can't remember who. Midnight Club did have a banger soundtrack. Need for Speeds usually had good ones. Test Drive had a good one. Test Drive Unlimited, rather. You know what I think of for racing game soundtrack? Racing game soundtrack, I think of Ridge Racer. Has excellent soundtrack. Can I name a game with an absolute dog water OST? So the thing is that I feel like when the music is bad, you just don't remember it. Or usually what it is it's filler music. It's like you know, like, it's just background. It's got nothing to it. This is a souped up version of this boss. I might actually have to pay a little bit of attention. I'm just trying to think, I'm usually not so harsh to say a game has a horrible soundtrack, but can we compare the two most recent games that I've streamed? I don't know if you were here for Whisker Squadron Survivor. It didn't have a horrible soundtrack, but it didn't leave any sort of impression on me like this game does. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna pan that game and say that it had dog water shitty ass music, but it didn't leave an impression on me in any way, shape, or form. It was just okay. Last Alarm, Chapter 7.
Escape burn achieved. I'm leaving Titan's ionosphere.
I've got the Argus cruiser in geosync above your position. There's nothing between you and its immediate perimeter.
It worked, Nadia. The door's unlocked. There are no signs of any
This is
additional
it.
defenses.
Roger that.
There are no comms once you enter the cruiser. You need to make a beeline for the aft core section and destroy the Argus Unity cluster. It's got an independent defense system, and it's shielded.
Whatever you say, Grandpa.
Good luck.
Anomaly detected. Deploying returning countermeasures.
Shields plus 5. Don't need that. This is very Star Fox, this sort of indoors trench run. I feel like I'm on the way to Andros. I do think that that's really the difference maker, though, is does the music leave an impression on you? That's sort of like a combination of elements, isn't it? You know? Like, music has to fit the scenario in the game. You need somebody who's working closely with the designers, like the people making the scenarios and levels and setting the tempo of the game and... You know what I mean? Like... If you think of something like Outer Wilds, like, there are some really powerful musical moments in that game that required a lot of coordination between, like, the composer and the designers of the game. But that's usually what makes it impressive, right? It's that little extra level of detail that... Yeah, Undertale is a good example too. Although Toby Fox is composing his own music for the scenarios he creates in his head, which is like just another like I genuinely feel that like major games have problems because there's too many cooks in the kitchen, right? I've gone over that before, and that you need some sort of singular vision to make like a really good game. And I feel like Undertale is a good example of that for sure. Like you can coordinate with yourself best, right? Like everybody remembers the hopes and dreams moment. Everybody. And that's not even the only one that's like that. Like even inconsequential shit like the spider boss, I remember because of the music that played during it, you know? The Megaton fight, you know, like... Those moments are all, like, driven by the music. You need the music to even sell that. Like, it doesn't go anywhere without the music. Battle against a true hero. If you've never played Undertale and nobody spoiled it for you, you really should. It was $1 like 2 weeks ago. Like genuinely, I feel like that's a game everybody should play at least once. And I'm not going to oversell it. I'm not going to tell you to get involved in the fandom or look anything up. Don't play it however you want. I encourage you not to stream it. Stream it if you want in closed chat. Yeah, there is a character named Sans. You are correct. Can I do damage, please? Him? Don't fuck with me, game. I know the score, okay? Just give me the weak point to shoot. Thank you. Song Megalovania, yeah, I mean, it definitely is more famous than the game it's from, I guess. Like, there's definitely a lot more people who know. Playing a game for the first time in front of hundreds. I mean, playing any game on stream is not the ideal way to experience it, but I barely even stream, and I get this thing in my head where, like, I don't want to start a game unless I stream it sometimes. Because it almost feels like a waste not to. But yeah, I do feel bad for people who have to deal with, like, actual rampant backseating. Like, I don't even really care if anybody watches me stream a game. I just sometimes like to make sure that I'm streaming it for my own sake, like record funny moments or, you know, whatever. If somebody wants to watch, then I'm here. But, like, it's not the ideal way to play a game by any stretch. Like, if I were to sit here and play this game like I would by myself, I would be completely silent. I'd be zoned the fuck out, locked the fuck in, whatever you want to call it. I would not be blabbing about, like... I might have the urge to blab. I do have random fucking thoughts at all times, but, you know, can't get backseated if you don't look at chat. Honestly, I would encourage backseating if I had an audience large enough to worry about it. I would just straight up pretend to be bad for content, pay me dollars to backseat. I have no shame about that. Like, backseat all day. I'm not gonna read it. Drive yourself fucking insane. Like, I have no sense of pride over my gaming prowess. I have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna fucking pirate software, whatever, Google puzzles on my phone. Like, if I'm bad at something, I'm just gonna be bad at it. Like, I rage quit fucking Long Dark last time I played it because I died to the bear and it was bullshit and I'm mad and it was my fault. Like, I don't care if I'm bad at video games, and if somebody wants to come by and scream at me for being bad at video games, go fucking crazy, dude.
I'm here.
Chip took a beating. Oh my god, she survived. But you can't get home, Nadia.
Arrow. Nadia, you did it. The entire Argus network just went silent. Topside patrols ceased minutes after the explosion. We're getting reports. All of the autonomous units just went into standby mode.
Standby mode.
So we won?
Yes. With Argus gone, humanity has a chance.
Nadia, I'm getting some anomalous telemetry. You need to reroute power from the sublight drive immediately.
Dr. Mason. I didn't think you cared.
What are you talking about? I'm reading a critical event in progress. It's going to overload.
Uh-oh.
We knew this was gonna be a one-way trip, Doc. I think I'm gonna take a nap. Perhaps we'll have time to chat later.
No, Nadia.
We'll be here.
Sandra Saad. Dang. She flashbanged us. It's kind of rude, Nadia. Yeah, that's a way to go. Honestly, could you really be mad about that? Go out a winner in an instant in a fucking ball of flames after taking down the big bad aliens all on your own. We watch credits, although I am covering them with my stupid ass fucking VTuber head. No, hold on. Oh, don't move that. Look, chat's back there. This is all fucked up. Me out of the way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Time reset. We Groundhog Day'd. I wonder if there's additional story then. What is classified? Classified. Classified. Hold on, I clicked something called Roguelite, which has randomized enemies and upgrades. Let's see what this does.
It was Argus, the Watchman system giving control of the Solar Defense Force.
There needs to be a quicker way to skip.
Ready for taxi. Red alarm, check. Magnetic accelerator channel is primed.
Multiple signatures detected. Here they come.
I mean, it's just the same game. Yeah, the ship is red now. You can paint this ship. Hold on. Do I really need to see like a game over screen? I just wanted to kind of check something. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. I gamed over. Yeah, New Game Plus. For sure. There's like these meta upgrades that she gets, you see, like missile speed, durs, and she's... But yeah, last time I set my call sign to 0, but it can be weeb and weeaboo. You can pick your icon. Maybe we do like gold, we do yellow. Yeah, Nijika coded ship for sure. We do yellow. Yeah, I mean, there is New Game Plus.
It's been 3 years since the world burned. It was Argus, the Watchman system given control of the Solar Defense Force. Heralded as nearly flawless in its design and in its scrutiny, it was conceived as a failsafe against the volatility of our nature. We were not prepared for it.
So he's narrating it this time.
Human race with such brutal efficiency. When it turned on us, there was no warning. The war.
Nijika coded ship. I actually was painting my nails today and I did yellow and I ran out of yellow. So I just gave up and switched to blue instead.
3 days before Command could grasp that the unthinkable had occurred. And by then, it was already...
Yeah, I haven't used that yellow since I did the cosplay last time.
Those those of a spare
I just felt like spring color, you know? I did like a nice light blue instead.
beneath the ruins of civilization. For 3 years, we hid, foraged, and survived.
I do it all the time.
Years of searching before, incredibly, we finally found it. The bow.
I'll have to do a stream like vanilla sometime, maybe.
New Alberta weapons R&D black site, shielded from the orbital bombardment by nearly a mile of solid rock.
So it's the same narration, but he's narrating. It's kind of cool.
But in the darkness that followed, it became the only beacon of hope. Hidden deep within the heart of that facility, we found the Arrow. A
The Arrow.
space fighter with a singularity-driven core, an engineering marvel.
Who made it, though? Where did this come from?
Maneuverable spacecraft ever conceived. In the time before the war, we once relied upon battalions of craft numbering in the hundreds. Now, our hopes all hinge upon the fate of but one.
But one.
And it's why we've gathered in this place one last time, to prepare the ship and its pilot for their first and possibly last flight. As the only member of our band of survivors with any flight experience, it falls to her to shoulder the burden of what comes next, to take the Arrow and bring the fight back to Argus. 3 years ago, it won the battle that started with us in 3 days. But the war it started isn't over.
Isn't over.
Ready for taxi. Red alarm, check. Magnetic accelerator channel is primed.
Compass open. Coordinates set.
All systems are green. Arrow 1, ready for launch.
Good luck.
Here goes everything.
Okay.
I'm reading multiple hostiles.
Ding, 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 ding. I definitely like the yellow look. Is it nighttime now? That's kind of cool.
Missiles. Competent.
I distinctly remember this being daytime last time. I hope the bosses have like new attacks and stuff. It'll be cool.
Possible. Energy ready. Competent.
All lasers all the time.
Competent.
I'll have to check that out. Thanks for the tip. Kaboom. That was pretty cool.
Energy ready.
Rad. Oh my god.
Awesome. Energy ready.
Easy. No problem.
Excellent.
I'm gonna miss this. Damn.
Missiles.
There we go. Sliced. Lens flare maxing indeed. That's my lens flare attack. Oh yeah, we could use this instead, if you prefer.
Competent.
Big bada boom. You can use lasers
They're
too.
rerouting their patrols to your position. Awesome.
I think this is my favorite gun. This feels really chunky. And also very forgiving because it shoots so fast. I'll be real, like, I played so much Rogue Squadron as a kid. That's like my gold standard for, like, third-person shmup type games. Fucking love that game. So, I bring that up because this reminds me of the X-Wing. When you switch to attack mode. There was so much detail in that game, I remember as a kid. I was always so impressed that you could change like this fire pattern of the laser on the X-Wing. You make it alternate or shoot all four at once, or do like top and bottom. So this changed entirely, huh? Interceptor inbound. That was pretty cool. I want this, whatever this is. Shield. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Kaboom, bro. Very Star Fox looking weapon for sure. Come on, spawn the turret. No problem. Easy. No problem. Hey, look at that. We got plus points. So these are all level... I see. This is just a different looking one. I kind of like the one I have though. It looks pretty sick. Very Star Fox-like. We upgrade this by getting more speed and missile, and yeah, okay.
Orbital window achieved. I'm breaking atmo.
Breaking atmo.
Good work. The scope's clear. Take a breather while you can.
You're not out of the woods yet. You've got to clear the Badlands before you can engage the sublight drive.
The Badlands.
The orbital graveyard. Oh, it changed her flight suit color too. That's cute. Or at least I think it did. I did just make it yellow, but I think she was wearing something kind of yellow before.
Should protect you from the smaller debris, but you'll need to watch out for anything larger.
And the ray scattering and all that scrap should limit Marcus's ability to track you.
You make it sound as if I should count my blessings.
Well, you're certainly going to need them. Be careful of the larger debris.
Pew 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 pew. The larger debris. Missiles. I like this song a lot too. There are a few that stick out to me, but this one has a real good vibe, the feel of the stage. Especially once that light at the end of the tunnel starts showing up. I kind of like the laser beam. Slice. Oh, I missed.
Energy ready. Masterful.
This thing's pretty cool too. The big AoE gun. I feel like the laser just gets it done, you know? I'm glad on New Game Plus they're shooting back a lot more. At least that one is. I was just kind of watching him shoot. I was just checking out the shot pattern. This is more what I was looking for from, I think, my first experience. Give me that. Yes, more Seraph. Lens flare. Hell yeah. I do kind of like the machine gun too. Old, reliable. Very forgiving. So I guess this gives more reason behind those specialist upgrades. Yeah, the flashbang will definitely wake you up, Seabrus. There's plenty of that in this. I have a whole attack that makes lens flares.
Energy ready.
Almost through the worst of it. There's definitely a lot more going on.
Shield. Energy ready.
Incoming hazard. Yeah, get him. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, those guys are new with the blue lasers. Or maybe not new, but at least shooting more. Huge. Got it. I need to use more missiles. I need to remember I have those. Keep forgetting.
Energy ready. Energy ultra.
Ultra. Whatever you say, lady. As long as it's ultra. Incoming hazard. Slice. Ultra. Yeah, as long as she says ultra, she can say anything she wants. Yeah, this is definitely a step up gameplay-wise from the very first playthrough. I like it. The music stopped. It must be boss time. It's a reclaimer, and the voice actors are all doing different parts. Last time it was Grandpa who said that. Oh, okay. Good call. I won't have a problem with this boss, though. I got its number. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not even in danger. Not a problem, it's not a problem, it's not a problem, it's not a problem. Yeah, this is a fun game. I'm enjoying it.
It's a reclaimer.
We lose one of the stairs, but that's okay. I see there's some auto aim assist there. That's interesting. I like that. I just had a hunch the laser would get through these really quick, and I was not wrong. Before they can even target me, they do, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Very good. Much easier time with that. Pew, 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 pew. All right.
I'm approaching the Van Allen belt.
The Van Allen belt.
In 3 minutes, you'll be cleared for sublight.
Roger.
This is the furthest you've flown, isn't it?
Yeah. Not a lot of demand for payload pilots out here.
Argus has strategic installations among the outer planets of the Sol system. It spread its resources across half the moons between Jupiter and Neptune.
Then we better get started.
Then we better get started. The Arrow is fully armed and operational. This is your chance to take down Argus once and for all and return home. Hit it.
Powering up the sublight drive. This is our only shot. Setting course for Saturn. We hit everything and don't stop until the job is done.
Damn right, Nadia.
Argus took over the Saturn relay Dodicus right before the war began. It was the primary communications relay for the Sol network, and Argus likely uses it to coordinate activities in the rest of the system. It used to orbit Titan, but Argus took it into the planet's A-ring because of its tactical value.
Destroying
Tactical
that relay
value.
will impair Argus's ability to coordinate its drones, at least for a short time. I'm showing the Arrow's sublight system is primed. Once you engage, you're going to experience some disorientation. Comms will be delayed while we reorient.
Understood.
Understood.
Engaging in 3, 2, 1.
I like the look of the ship a lot now. Sad time.
By the Emperor, heed not the distractions of advertisements. Focus on the task at hand, for even in moments of leisure, vigilance is required. Let
Thank you,
none
Space Marine.
sway your dedication from the cause, and may your will be as unyielding as ceramite. Stay focused on the mission, and remember your duty is to the Emperor and the Imperium.
Why did he say so much?
That interceptor is tracking you through the ice field.
Tracking me through the ice field. While there's an ad going on, I'm going to take a quick break and use the bathroom and get some water. So we'll be right back in a minute, okay? Okay, good. Here, listen to some RoboQuest music while I'm gone. I'm also back. I got a senbei cracker. It's such a good, like, nothing snack. You can definitely hear that. Oops. Yeah, they're just good, like, I don't know. Sometimes you just need something like a little salty. Fucking love this song. Okay, we'll end it though. Yeah, I'm a pickle snacker for sure. I've been known. Not just pickles either. I'll eat like pickled jalapenos, I guess. Like a slice, like a slice of pickled pepper with cheese or something. I'm not about that. Are you kidding me? It's really funny to me that it tracks my chewing when I eat this cracker. Stupid fucking iPhone tracking. God damn it. Oh no. All right. That was good. I have an orange Gatorade too. I don't know if orange is my favorite flavor, but it is always yeah, we need to get I do have like the donut one, right? See? You even pay for it. Alguna was way ahead of the game on that one. I might need to get him to do one where it's like actually chewing on it, like he did with the crayon. The crayon one he did for vanilla is so fucking funny. Dude has gotten like amazingly good at that stuff.
Awesome. Energy ready.
You know, I think I was on the topic earlier, before I got distracted by something, but, I don't know what... I kind of want to play something I haven't played before next, you know?
Awesome.
Like, as far as a stream game goes. I've been stuck in this thing where I keep replaying games that I've already beaten, and... While I think that's fine as long as it's been long enough since I've done it, I really, like... Be real, Ellie. Play Control. Play Control. Control?
Evasive maneuvers.
Energy ready. Competent.
I was thinking I might give Signalis a chance to... Yeah, I have, but like, new to me, you know, like...
Energy ready. Awesome.
I don't know, I have particular tastes, and at least for a stream game sometimes, I'm looking for something where I don't have to read a whole lot. Something that's not taking 100% of my focus, you know? Like this game is. I guess that's okay, though. Honestly, I feel like that's a little bit overblown as far as, like, does this make a good stream game or not? Like, if the game is taking a bunch of your focus to play it, I don't think people really mind that. You just can't have dead air all the time, right? You gotta have some sort of talking. But, like, if you want to lock in for a boss or something, or a stage for a few minutes, nobody's gonna really care about that. But I'm not really a narrator. I know people, maybe I would do something visual novel like someday, but like something like Dave the Diver even was a little bit tiring for me. I'm not really a voice actor, you know? I guess there's appeal to that. I don't know. It's not really about me at that point. I was thinking about picking up Tetris again. It's been a minute.
Watch out for laser scratching.
Awesome.
The old Tetris arc for sure. Yeah, but yeah, I'll consider all that. I mean, I don't know.
Awesome.
Definitely not paying no $70 for no fucking Assassin's Creed game, though, I'll tell you that much. Heck no. Heck no. I do still have Odin's Sphere to finish, but I've beaten that before. Is kind of what I was getting at. Is like, kind of part of the reason I fell off of that is, while I am in, I enjoy the fuck out of the game. It's beautiful, and I'm really happy that I get to share it with like the internet in any capacity. But I know what happens, and I know how to get there, and I've been there, done that, and it's just I don't know. Staring down the prospect of like a Steam library full of games that I'm not literally not gonna have finished in my lifetime is like, you know, it kind of makes me hesitant to spend more time on something I've already fully enjoyed. You know what I mean? I'm looking for breadth of experience, not necessarily depth. That's why I'm trying to stay away from these, like, infinite games nowadays. There we go. That was really satisfying. Missiles. Ultra.
That's the Dodicus relay. Take it out.
The first 2 hours of cutscene, yeah. That's the other thing, is I don't know, movie games, man. You know what movie games I do have that I haven't played yet are like the Amazing Spider-Man, and I have the sequel one too. Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, that's a good chill, like several hours. See, though, I would put Metal Gear Solid in a series of games that I've played so long ago that I wouldn't mind replaying them again for stream. Metal Gear Solid 2 is something I have vague recollections of playing once when I was like 13 years old and never again. You know, I've seen a couple streamers like play bits and pieces of it since. But have I sat down and truly like experienced Metal Gear Solid for myself as an adult that could actually understand some of the things that are in it? I don't know. Very good, yeah, very enjoyable music for sure. Has a lot of character. Comes to mind games with excellent, easily identifiable soundtracks. I was thinking about games with dog water soundtracks for a while, since that question was asked earlier, and things that come to mind are these, like, multiplayer games nowadays. They really have nothing music, and they're not supposed to. You're gonna mute it and put on your own stuff anyway, or... But, like, I know the music for most things is passable nowadays, but memorable, like, impactful, good soundtracks are just integral to, like, a really good, like, I don't know, 10 out of 10 gaming experience.
I'm clear of the Alpha Ring.
Clear the Alpha Ring.
Argus is likely aware of you at this point, so we need to consider our strategy for a moment.
What do you mean?
Where is, oh, there he is, okay.
Likely anticipating further attacks, so it's going to be shoring its defenses.
Meaning we use this as an opportunity.
Battlefield 2 had really good music. I remember some of Battlefield 2's music to this day. Dun 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 dun. Are you kidding me? Like, that had a great soundtrack. even like Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has a soundtrack with contributions from fucking Hans Zimmer. Do you understand how good that soundtrack was? I remember the White House end run music, like when you're fighting your way through the White House to get to the roof to deploy the smoke. And there's that countdown where you have like 90 seconds until they level the building, right? I'll remember that music forever.
Nausea, lightheadedness, like being pulled in two directions at once.
But everybody remembers like the Rangers theme from the game, the da-na-na, da-na-na.
Good hunting.
Be careful of the volcanic vents.
Missiles. Awesome. Energy ready. Energy ready. Passive energy ready. Energy ready.
This is a little different.
Energy ready.
Energy ready. I
Shield
just like
energy is
blew up.
critical.
Be careful of the volcanic vents.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sitting there eating the damage for some reason. I was trying to point something out, which is if you look. Okay, come on now, dude. If you look at my ship when I boost forward, the wings actually close. It's a nice little attention to detail. It has a little bit of like a transformation aspect to it.
Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready. Energy ready.
Holy hell. It's those guys coming in from the side that keep getting me.
Shield
Okay.
energy is critical.
Well, I was thinking about wrapping up stream for tonight anyway, but now that I know that there's like this new game plus version of this, we'll definitely be playing it with continue on. That's okay. Yeah, the game actually is engaging me now, and I really like it. Oh, it also just crashed. So, that's an interesting note to end it on. Okay. Well, that's okay. I was saying I was probably gonna end there anyway. I know it was another, like, we did 2 hours. We did 2 hours. We did 2 hours. And we cleared the final bad quote unquote ending. So, I think I might actually finish this one up next time. So we'll do a full run of the new game plus. I'll beat it for realsies. It's a feature, not a bug. Yeah, that's true. The game closed because it detected that I was going to end stream. Hold on here. 1 sec. Do I have, like, where's my music? Hello? Hello? Hold on. Listen to this. Yeah. Throw Jam and Earl. Turn it down though. Listen. I don't know when I'm gonna be back. We got a couple days of like community events and stuff coming out of V3s, and I got chores and stuff to do this weekend, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I will finish this weekend. Maybe it'll be tomorrow night. I'm not really sure. It's just going to be whenever I feel like it. And I've been feeling like it more and more lately. I don't know. Been feeling like streaming more. So you'll see me around. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Do appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just over some hill with whatever mental fog. Who knows? Yeah, let me see if there's anybody online to send y'all to. Yeah, of course, of course. Thanks for joining me. I don't know. These games are... I'd rather try something new lately that might be great, might be bad, might be neither, and just have a new experience than anything else. So I appreciate you joining me for that. Let's see. Is there somebody I want to send y'all to? I think Mr. Joe is live, so I think y'all are going to go over and say hi to Mr. Joe, who is playing Dream Barbecue. I wish you well in this endeavor. I honestly can't even begin to guess what that might be. Do I want to know, or I just want to... I think I'm just going to let it hit me. I'm just going to let it slap me in the face when I hit raid here. We're just going to go say hi to Manjo. Yeah, weird ass in a game. Yeah. One letter off from you. You got it. All right. Go say hi to Mr. Joe, the frog who plays cursed FMV games and many other things. You never know what you're getting over there. Make sure you give him a follow. He's super, super cool. Definitely cool and interesting, and you will never ever know what you're getting into when you click on his stream. So go say hi to him. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll be back. See ya.